Hi anime lovers, this is Anirudh. Today I am going to narrate the life events of Byakuya Kuchiki. Please watch, subscribe, like, share and comment. Byakuya Kuchiki is a fictional character in the anime and manga series Bleach, created by Taito Kubo. Byakuya is the 28th head of the Kuchiki clan, one of the 4 great noble clans in Soul Society. Byakuya is the captain of the 6th division in the Gotei 13. His previous vice captain was Ginjiro Shirogane, and his current vice captain is Renji Abarai. Byakuya was born into the Kuchiki clan and grew up in the Kuchiki mansion in Seiretai. Byakuya would spend countless hours training, preparing to take over the leadership of the Kuchiki family. Byakuya married Isana Kuchiki, a commoner from Rukangai, breaking the rules by accepting her into the noble Kuchiki clan. 5 years after the marriage, she became sick and was near death. Isana asked to find and adopt her biological sister Rukia, whom she had abandoned as a baby, as her final wish. She made him promise he would not tell Rukia she is her sister. 1 year later, Byakuya, finding Rukia at the Shino Academy, immediately adopted her into the Kuchiki clan. By adopting her, Byakuya respected his late wife's final wish, but had broken the rules of his clan again. He later swore upon his parents' graves he would never break the rules again, no matter what. Later, Byakuya became the captain of the 6th division. In Agent of the Shinigami arc, Byakuya on a mission with his vice captain Renji Abarai to capture and return Rukia Kuchiki to Soul Society and kill Ichigo Kurosaki. Byakuya, bearing witness to the arrival of Ichigo, watches as Renji engages him. When Renji is almost hit by Ichigo, Byakuya tells his vice captain he is being too careless, but Renji simply states Ichigo is nothing to worry about. Eventually, Ichigo gains the upper hand against Renji. As if prepares for a finishing strike, Byakuya cuts Ichigo's sword into two and subsequently inflicts a grievous wound on his chest. Ichigo, coming to, grabs Byakuya's leg. Byakuya tells him to let go, but Ichigo defiantly that he can't hear him and he should look at him when talking to him. Kicking his arm away, Rukia scolds Ichigo and tells Byakuya she is ready to live. She asks Byakuya to leave Ichigo be, to which Byakuya agrees. Byakuya states Ichigo should die from his injuries in a half hour, and if he does survive, his soul reaper powers will be gone. Then Renji opens a Senkaimon back to the Soul Society. Later in Soul Society, Byakuya informs Rukia she is to be executed for her crimes. In the Soul Society arc, on the morning of Rukia's execution, Byakuya is in his quarters praying at the shrine to his wife. When he is told the execution is about to commence, Byakuya, saying goodbye to Isana's picture, departs for the execution grounds. Before reaching Sokakyu Hill, he encounters Renji, who having escaped from jail, has fought his way through his fellow 6th division members in a bid to save Rukia. Upon learning of Renji's intentions, Byakuya states he will not allow him to do so. Byakuya tries to use Senka to defeat Renji swiftly, but his vice captain blocks the attack. Byakuya attempts to release his Shikai, but Renji stops it with his own Shikai. Renji, telling Byakuya of his long-standing desire to surpass him, activates his Bankai. Byakuya, somewhat surprised, asks Renji when he acquired Bankai. Renji tells he will never know, since he never cared about his subordinates. Renji attacks his captain, who affirms he is indeed using Bankai. Byakuya uses his Shikai to attack Renji's Bankai, seemingly breaking it apart. However, it reconstitutes itself, briefly forcing Byakuya to his knee. As Renji tries to attack again, Byakuya uses Sokatsui, disrupting the movements of his Bankai before binding. Renji with Rikakujokoro. Byakuya releasing his Bankai grievously injures Renji. Byakuya tells Renji he should be proud to still retain the form of his body after being struck by his Bankai. Renji refusing to give up, lunges at Byakuya, who uses his Bankai to immobilize him. Commentating on the disappearance of the Renji's Bankai, he threatens to kill him. Renji telling him he swore on his soul to save Rukia, attempts to attack him again, but his sword breaks upon contact and he fails to the ground defeated. Byakuya throws his scarf on top of Renji, congratulating him on having given Byakuya a superficial injury before leaving. Byakuya, arriving at Rukia's execution, refuses to look at his sister. As Rukia's execution commences, Byakuya is greatly surprised at the arrival and interference of Ichigo. Byakuya looks on as Ichigo saves Rukia, and after Ichigo easily dispatches 3 vice captains, Byakuya attacks him. When Ichigo asks Byakuya why he is not trying to save Rukia, Byakuya, brushing it off, states Ichigo wouldn't understand. The two clash and Byakuya states he will kill Ichigo and execute Rukia himself. Byakuya, taunted by Ichigo, releases his Shikai, only for Ichigo to counter it with a Getsuga Tensho, which injures Byakuya's left hand. Byakuya, activating his Bankai, injures Ichigo, who admits his error of using only his Shikai. Unimpressed, Byakuya says he is talking as though he has achieved Bankai, which Ichigo claims is the case. Byakuya, not believing him, looks on in disbelief as Ichigo activates his Bankai, Tensa Zangetsu, before Byakuya, who is confused by the small size of the Bankai, can attack. Ichigo, getting up close, points the tip of his blade at Byakuya's throat. He asks Byakuya if pride has anything to do with Rukia's execution, because if so, he will step all over it. When Ichigo backs off, Byakuya calls him arrogant for not attacking when he had a chance. They continue fighting until Ichigo becomes so fast, Senbon Sakura Kageyoshi is unable to keep up with him. Byakuya begins using his hand to direct his Bankai, causing it to move even faster. However, Ichigo finds it off and before Byakuya realizes it, appears behind him and stabs the captain. Realizing the power of Ichigo's Bankai, Byakuya, promising to destroy it, activates his Sankai technique. As they continue, Byakuya notes Ichigo's movements are becoming slower. Byakuya, calling forth one of the surrounding swords to stab Ichigo in the foot, pierces Ichigo's shoulder with Byakurai. Byakuya, commanding him on having made it as far as he did, says he must realize by now this is the end. He prepares for a finishing blow, but Ichigo's inner Olo, taking over, stops Byakuya's attack. A stunned Byakuya is slashed across his chest. Regaining his composure, he dodges a black Getsuga Tensho. Seeing the Olo mask, Byakuya asks if he is a Olo, but Ichigo, ripping off the mask, apologizes for the Olo's interference. Byakuya, agreeing to ignore what just transpired, points out neither of them have the strength to continue this for much longer. They agree to end the battle with the next blow. When Ichigo asks Byakuya why he won't save Rukia, Byakuya tells him he will answer that question if Ichigo defeats him. Byakuya uses the technique Shukai Ukutaiken, and the two, charging at each other, release a torrent of powerful spiritual power. Both are badly wounded by this, and Byakuya reveals his reasons for not saving Rukia. Ichigo tells him that if he was in his position, he would fight the rules. Byakuya realizes Ichigo was fighting Soul Society's rules rather than personally. Byakuya telling Ichigo his ferocity has shattered his blade and he will no longer pursue Rukia's death, leaves the area. Later, when Sosuke Aizen orders Jin Ichimaru to kill Rukia, Byakuya, saving her life, takes the attack with his body instead. Overwhelmed by his injuries, Byakuya collapses in Rukia's arms. When Captain Unohana treats him for his massive injuries, Byakuya, telling the truth of her past, explains why he was conflicted for so long between his promises to Isana and his parents, making it hard for him to determine the role he should take when she was sentenced to be executed. He thanks Ichigo for helping him make his decision to save Rukia in the end and apologizes to Rukia. In Yukamundo arc, Byakuya is told Rukia and Renji have disappeared and that the second division is looking for them throughout the Seiretai. Byakuya later arrives in Las Noches just in time to save Rukia from the 7th Espada, Zoumari. Byakuya, refusing to tell the enemy who he is, asks him if he is the one who injured Rukia. Zoumari tells him he is not the one, but he was going to finish the job. The pair demonstrate their speed, with Zoumari claiming to have the fastest Sonido among the Espada. Explaining his Gemillo's Sonido allows him to create quasi-clones. Byakuya, criticizing him for revealing his ability, uses Utsusemi to escape one of Zoumari's attacks. After the pair exchange criticisms and taunts, Zoumari turns his attention to the unconscious Rukia, but Byakuya shields her body with his own. When Byakuya realizes Zoumari has taken possession of his left hand, he, cutting the tendons, uses Sho to free from Rukia from the ice, instructing Anataro to fall back with her. Zoumari, revealing he has taken control of Rukia's head and thus controls her entire body. As he slashes Anataro across the chest, he wants Byakuya to drop his sword or he will force Rukia to slit her own throat. Byakuya, restraining Rukia with Rikujokoro, releases his Bankai. Zoumari, becoming desperate, tries to use the full range of his power to control Byakuya's Bankai, but Byakuya, stating there are too many blades for Zoumari to control, activates his Gokai technique to crush Zoumari. Surviving Zoumari tries to use his power to gain control of Byakuya, who counters by using Danku. Byakuya explains that when he used Kido to stop Rukia's possession, he deduced Zoumari's ability to possess was somewhat similar to Kido, so it could be cancelled out by Kido. Zoumari, begging for mercy, asks him to show some compassion. He angrily shouts at Byakuya that Soul Reaper are arrogant, taking an unnatural authority to proclaim Olos as evil. Byakuya, impassive, states he fought him because Zoumari attacked Rukia's pride and kills him. Byakuya instructs Isane Kotetsu to take care of Rukia and Anataro as she healed them. In the last Substitute Shinigami arc, Byakuya and others went to help restore Ichigo's powers. Then Yukio brings each of the duels into different pocket dimensions. Byakuya is paired with Tsukishima. Byakuya says he is lucky, he is the one fighting him, as Ichigo is too lenient and he can't imagine Ichigo killing Tsukishima. Byakuya, blocking Tsukishima's attack with his Shikai, states he despises the way Tsukishima fights, stealing the bonds of camaraderie and torturing opponents, which he views as the height of cowardice. Tsukishima inserts his presence into a part of the ground using Book of the End, creating a trap which Byakuya subsequently triggers. Byakuya, managing to escape from it, learns Tsukishima inserted himself into his Zanpakuto's past when he blocked a previous attack, thus making him aware of all its techniques. Tsukishima, slashing Byakuya across the chest, reveals he is fully aware of Byakuya's Atlas area, knowing that the best tactic against his Shikai and Bankai is to get close to Byakuya to avoid damage. Amazed, Tsukishima has learned so much about his abilities. Byakuya surmises that even his Bankai attacks will have no effect on Tsukishima, to which the Fullbringer agrees. Byakuya reveals Senbon Sakura to remove the Atlas area, but Tsukishima, displaying the immense cutting power of his Fullbring, slices Byakuya's blade in two. While Tsukishima mocks Byakuya, he calmly picks up the severed blade and drops it with his sword, activating his Bankai. Knowing where Tsukishima will strike, Byakuya takes the risk of allowing his blades to enter the Atlas area, while Tsukishima applauds Byakuya's ingenuity and improved speed with his Bankai. He exploits Bankai's speed by moving close enough to let the blades injure Byakuya's arm. Byakuya, grabbing some of Zemmon Sakura blades, throws them through Tsukishima's chest. Admitting he enjoyed fighting in a situation where preparation was irrelevant, Byakuya thanks Tsukishima for a joyful battle as the Fullbringer collapses. Acknowledging defeat, Tsukishima asks Byakuya if he has any remorse for killing the man he claims he is thankful to before he can repay him. Byakuya admits he regrets not being able to repay him, but he has no remorse for Tsukishima as he is Ichigo's enemy. Byakuya strongly believes in law and order. As a captain of Gotei 13, he works hard for a peaceful society. I like his commitment. He believes that to maintain order, all lawbreakers must be punished. I hope you liked my video.